Hey everyone, I'm Cami, and I'm from France, even though I do have a British accent.
And I'm Nate, that senior basketball player that just never seems to graduate.
And we're your hosts for PCTV. Gosh, it's nice to see you.
It is. It's nice to see
here.
you too. Second time we're doing this together. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Getting to update the community on all the happenings, the goings on. Very pumped.
Between you and me, we know everything that's going on.
Yep.
All the gossip, the grapevine, everything.
That's an understatement. Very well connected.
There we go. Well, now that you know that we're your maybe go-to gossip people, that's enough about us, and let's let everyone know about the rest of the crew.
Absolutely. So today we have our crew from last semester joining us in the studio, as well as many newcomers that are learning the ropes from our dream team.
Yeah, our group of mass communication crew have a few shows under their belt, and they are ready to create funny and informative shows for us this semester. Otherwise, PCTV, known as Principia College Television, quite a fun acronym there for people that couldn't guess what that means. It's a practicum where students are able to get television production experience. So we're going to cover 3 main events on campus, and that will be every other week, I believe.
Awesome. So basically, we're going to be covering major sporting events, big news that we should know about, and social events. Yay.
Okay, no need to go yay too much either. Additionally, our valiant crew has put together these beautiful, handcrafted videos, very top tier, to make the entertainment entertaining.
Anyway.
Well, we'll be right back after this short commercial break. I got so confused by seeing those lights.
Just like the bike, you can borrow it. To borrow is to take and use something, with permission, that belongs to someone else, with the intention of returning it. Be real, don't steal.
Welcome back, everyone, to PCTV. I'm here still with my co-host, Camille, who I'm just being told was the creator of that wonderful PSA we just watched. Cam, I have to say, as a scooter owner on campus, I am fully in support of PSAs involving people not taking other people's stuff. I think that is a big deal. So what caused you to make this PSA?
Well, there are quite a few reasons. I don't want to out this person, but my roommate at the time, people probably do know who that is. She decided one night, had this fun little idea to go out there and take my bike. And I woke up the next morning, or maybe, no, actually it was more than just the next morning. It was a few weeks later. And I was like, oh, where's my bike? I wonder where it is. Impossible to find it. Absolutely impossible to find it. Turns out it was at the chapel. So I don't know what happened that night, but yeah, the bike made its way all the way up from Howard up the hill to the chapel, and I decided this is enough. I wanted to make a change, make an impact to the community.
Absolutely.
Help people like you, my dear Nate, who
thank you so much.
Who has a problem with scooter theft.
It's constant.
2 wheels coming in strong. So yeah, wanted to make a PSA about it. And actually, fun fact, there was a blooper where on the last scene where Ryan rides the bike off in the distance to kind of be like, ooh, I took my friend's bike. There is a blooper where he goes straight into a bush. It is quite funny.
You didn't want to include that in the final cut?
I felt bad. I don't want to out him as maybe a bad rider or something.
That would have been perfect. That would have been so perfect.
Anyway, but I did take a mass communication class called Multi-Platform Storytelling, where we had to create a PSA or an advertisement, and stealing isn't part of the 10 Commandments.
True.
So I felt a bit bad about doing that, and I wanted to write a video about it.
Interesting, because I heard that Student Senate is wanting and planning on providing bikes and scooters just complimentary for students around campus. So hopefully when everyone has some access of their own, stealing will not be such an issue anymore.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did do a survey about it, and hopefully it will come to fruition. But on another note, Nate, spring break is coming up. Are you doing anything fun?
I am actually doing something very fun. I am planning on driving down to Florida with my roommate Clark and staying in his parents' condo for a week, which is very exciting. So what about you, Camille? What are you thinking you're going to do for break?
Well, I'm going the totally opposite way. Hopefully, if the prices of flights will go down, I am planning on going up to Canada, so I won't be looking as golden and maybe sunburnt as you, but yeah, just making the most of having a week off.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, which reminds me, if you're planning on staying on campus for spring break, you have to pay a total of $70 to stay in Gaynor, which is the break housing. $40 needs to be paid up front, and $30 will get added into your print bill. So they decided to make that little adjustment, which is quite nice.
Perfect, right. And make sure you apply soon, because applications are due Monday at 5 p.m., and you'll be charged an extra $20 if you're late. Okay, that was a lot of news.
No, I know. But if you ever get confused, you can find all of this information on the water cooler, which gets sent out way too early in the morning, to be completely honest. Was it 7:30 or something? Woo.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. That's now time for my favorite types of updates, sports news. The fall season may be behind us, but the student athletes of Principia are still working hard as we finish up the winter season and head into the spring. We'll be right back after the break to get our first updates in the world of sports. Wow, our director Noah seems to really know his way around a soccer field. Now, Camille, what exactly was he advertising?
Well, I paid a little bit of attention. It seemed to be something about throwing a football ball around. Yeah, he was just showing a piece of equipment football that allows players to get passing, shooting, and long ball reps without having to chase the ball around the pitch.
That sounds pretty interesting. I think I found it interesting that you're calling it football instead of soccer. I did some research since the last time we were on the show. We had a nice little argument about whether or not it's called soccer or football. I learned that the word soccer actually comes from England. So it's not actually an American invention, and I think the term should be reserved with a little more respect, personally.
Well, I appreciate your personal opinion, Nate, but I do think that you got as well one thing wrong. As I said in the beginning, you weren't paying too much attention apparently, but I am from France, and soccer in French really does not sound that good. So we stick with football, like most of the world does. But thank you for educating me on the fact that it comes from.
I am an ed major. I do what I can.
Me too.
It's part of it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, let's get back into some sports here. Basketball is currently tied for the #1 seed in the conference, thanks to our 17 wins this season. Not a big deal.
Congrats.
Thank you.
But I don't want to make this joke. I heard through the grapevine, great gossip girls over here. Your last game didn't go too great.
It did not. No, sadly, we lost in overtime in our last game, which was a bit of a bummer. But we are still tied for first place, which is still awesome. We're still in a good spot. So grateful for that.
I'm sorry you guys maybe didn't fulfill what you wanted to do, but still being tied first place is quite great. And you're doing a phenomenal job. I mean, I love watching you guys play. And I assume that this has something to do with you?
No, I would not say that our success has a ton to do with me. I think what's kind of been different about this year is that we're definitely more of a team. I think like we just have a ton of guys who are all really, really talented and going out there and just giving it our all every night. And it's been an honor to be on the team this year for sure. It's been a blast.
Oh, that's so humble of you to say. That's so sweet. But what have you been enjoying about this season then? And do you have any highlights you'd like to share?
Oh my gosh, there are a ton. I think kind of getting the 17th win of the season and setting the wins record at the college and being the winningest team in Principia history is something that I'm not going to forget. But hopefully this weekend we play on Saturday at Blackburn, and if we win, we will become co-SLIAC champions, which has never happened in Prince history. So good memories already this year, but hopefully only better ones to come.
Well, I think we could probably just cut the show here. That was quite inspiring.
Well, now enough about let's hear not just from me. Let's watch the sports package from our team in action that our sports crew has put together. Let's take a look.
Some things you're looking forward to this game for the men's team?
Well, I guess everyone that comes here want to see them having a great time and do the best, and also the atmosphere here is really good, so I kind of like it.
Yeah, I love the energy in the stands. It's so fun being with all the fans, especially like every three, you can just feel it. Everyone is so hyped, and I love that part of the game, so I'm excited.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for your time. All right, that was Olivia and Alvaro. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Awesome game. What are your thoughts or opinions of today's performance?
Oh my gosh, it was an awesome game. Always great to get a nice, easy dub there at the end and get some of our bench guys involved at the end of the game. That always makes us feel good to kind of finish really strong like that. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that. What was the main focus? What's your main focus for your next game?
Well, our next game, we got another home game back here on Thursday night. It's going to be against Spalding, so we had a tough battle with them at their place. We just got to play really good defense, and that's kind of been our goal this whole season, is just locking people up and doing our thing on offense. So
great game today, Mari. How do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, God bless us with another day, and all glory to Him, first off, but it was a great team effort, and I'm just glad we got the win.
Awesome. What are your thoughts or opinions of today's performance?
Like I said before, God has blessed the team with so many people who are skilled in different ways, and it's a different feeling that's so surreal once you can put all that together. And so it's great.
Awesome. And what is your main focus for your next game?
The main focus is just execution. Really, we've played all these teams before, and the goal is to just dominate for 40 minutes straight, really.
What are your thoughts of today's game?
I'm really proud of my guys. It was a dogfight. Last time I played them, we only won by 2 or 3 on a last-second shot. And so to have them come in our house and beat them by 30 feels amazing.
Awesome. And what are your hopes or your main focus for your next game?
Next game, our next 2 games actually, we've got big post matchups. So it's going to be a lot of defense, and it's going to be a rebounding battle. So hopefully a lot of work on reboundings and a lot of high scoring.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Clark. Great game today, Kevin.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good, yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good win.
Awesome. What are your thoughts or opinions of today's performance?
I think we executed the game plan that Todd had for us really well. I don't know, we held them down on defense like we were supposed to, and we didn't really succumb to the pressure of the press. So,
awesome.
Yeah, we did good.
Yeah, you did. What is your main focus for your next game?
Next game is same thing. Every game is just do what Todd has planned for us. You know, just go out there, give everything we have, and I don't know, just dominate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. Great game. Let's see what holds for the future. Back to you, PCTV.
Yeah. To dominate. So you just see that word
Absolutely.
what he uses, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Wow. The basketball team is looking great this season, and I can't wait to see how the team performs in the next few games. In the next few games to come. Sorry.
Camille, I actually just heard that swimming finished up their season with a big 4-day meet. That sounds pretty intense. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
I can tell you a little bit about that. So it's our Liberal Arts Championships. It's a big swim meet, as you said. It goes over 4 days. We start on Wednesday night and go until Saturday night.
Oh my gosh.
And it's kind of like our big, maybe equivalent to conference meet, where we have everything that we've been working for goes towards this big meet. So all the other meets in between don't really count as much. But all the practice, everything comes into fruition at that point. We have quite a time of taper to kind of rest and like recuperate, and then just to go all out for 4 days straight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it just goes through the principle of having like prelims in the morning, finals in the afternoon, and you qualify for finals, hopefully get on the podium, and there we go.
Heck yeah. There you go. Well, that's pretty awesome. That sounds like a lot of work. How are you feeling now that your season is officially over?
Well, it's a bit sad. Feels like the end of an era, but I really did enjoy it. I love the team, a whole bunch of good people, and I'm happy I could maybe call them close to a family here in the United States. And I mean, I love swimming, and I always will, and I think it's not the end for swimming in that sense, but competitively on a collegiate level, it is. But it finished well. I'm happy with my last races, so.
Well, that's awesome.
No complaints,
I'm very, very glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Do you have any highlights from the season?
Oh, I have a lot. I think, let's see, I think one thing that I would always remember is how the whole team would come together to prank coach. We would have the most stupid ideas, find a way to execute them, and he would either, we don't actually know if he's mad or disappointed or not, we just kind of rolled with it, and just being able to have that bonding moments with teammates and just, you know, pushing each other to our limits, or lack thereof, because we're supposed to not have any limits.
Absolutely.
So sticking with that, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That sounds like it was a great season.
But it is crazy to think that the season is over, and yours is almost over as well. It's
I
sad to
know.
say.
It's really wild to think about. It's been a 5-year ride, but time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, very inspirational.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll wrap up our sports news for this show. Tune in next time to hear more updates on men and women's basketball.
And track updates as our indoor season comes to a close and then opens the doors to outdoor track. Did you see what I did there?
Oh my goodness. Someone ate a clown this morning. You're so funny, Nate.
Thank you.
I'll give you that. Anyway, before we get into our next segment, our amazing and almighty, wow, whoever wrote that is really full of themselves, aren't they? Our amazing and almighty director and co-producer, Noah, has a weather report for us and maybe even a tour. Oh, last time the tour was fantastic. So Noah, how's it looking out there?
Thanks, Camille. It was just snowing a second ago. Now it's not, but I will say, yesterday it was 60 degrees, so now it's cold. Speaking of science, this is our science center. Let's go inside. Now we're inside. By the way, if you didn't know, these two events are happening tomorrow, so you should go to them. Anyway, this is the upstairs of the Science Center. This is the downstairs of the Science Center. There's a lot of sciencey things here, like math. This is Manny the Mammoth. He's dead. This is Manny when he was alive, and this is his wife, Berta. I just made that up. I don't know who that is. This is ASMR at the Science Center. Wait, these are quails. They're birds. Frogs. This is the math area. You can play chess. I feel like I've been here before. We also have pieces of wood. Let's see how old it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have this marvelous grand staircase. It is quite the sight. 221, 222, 223. Do not forget to be awesome. 67, 68, 69. There's a lot of hallways around here, as you can see.
No, I can't do this again. You can't.
Hi.
Ah!
It was at least 5. And here in the Science Center, we come to find ourselves in the deep jungle, where we find ourselves in contact with the elusive plant. Follow me into the zoology room. We have a lot of animals, like that lizard and those lizards. He ran away, and we have an axolotl. They're from Minecraft. There are many types of elusive plants here. Oh my gosh, a bird! It's a bird! And we have nope ropes? That's actually a snake. He died in the Deathly Hallows. He's looking at me. And of course, all science centers need to have their own handy-dandy little...
Noah?
I just...
Nip.
It's for example. Okay. And this is our engineering department. And this is our engineering makerspace. This is our engineering department. We do not have water, as you can see. And we have a lot of preserved wildlife here. How you doing? And here are more really long hallways. It's kind of creepy. Why are we doing this at night?
Because we didn't have time.
What was that?
No, I swear. You did not bring a lightsaber.
You can never be too careful, okay? And here we find ourselves deep in the desert with this spiky, wonderful...
Noah?
Please, I want to touch something. Please.
No. Point out your plants.
Plant. It's a cactus. Okay? The Science Center is really big, and it's kind of easy to get lost. I don't know where I am right now.
I think it is the highlight of my week every time we get a Noah video. It's just so high quality every single time, without a shadow of doubt.
Discover the whole Science Center all over again. I really did like the grand staircase, kind of a Bridgerton moment.
It is. I was definitely getting Bridgerton vibes from Noah
I know,
walking
Noah's,
down the staircase. Absolutely.
Think about being an actor.
He should. All right, on to our last segment of the show, campus events.
So there hasn't been a lot going on.
Okay, Kimmy, it's only week 4. All right, let's let people settle into their schedules, please.
Okay, fair enough. But I need entertainment. I can't just...
This is very fair. Well, Starbrooks, actually, is happening tomorrow at 8:30 in McVeigh.
Oh. Wait, I heard that's actually supposed to be really cool.
It is going to be. And it's because they got Justin Ruppel to be a headliner for this.
Justin who?
Justin Ruppel. He is an Oscar-nominated comedian and impressionist who can do over 200 impressions on a whim.
Oh, is he the one that voiced Arts Award for his role in How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes,
Hidden
actually.
World or something?
He was Tough Nut in How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, and his role in Dana Carvey First Impressions competition.
Oh, he sounds insane.
Yeah, it's actually going to be super cool. So everyone should come and watch it.
Yeah, it's at I think 8:30 in McVeigh.
Absolutely. Now we have our final break of the show. Noah, take it away.
This piece is something that I see as being highly sought after. It's this beautiful art piece that draws the eyes of a wide variety of people. This beautiful statue is carved from such fine materials that art collectors can't resist something like this. Yet it's functional. This is a functional pencil sharpener. I mean, look at this absolutely magnificent art piece actually efficiently sharpening a pencil. It's just useful for everyone. Whether you're an art collector, a pencil sharpener collector, or even just looking for a paperweight in your office. I mean, how could you not want one of these? Apparently there's only 50 of these being made, so I gotta make sure to get my hands on one of them before they're gone.
Well, Camille, we are almost at the end of our show for today.
Yes, and we have some fun things for you during the last part of our show. Nate, could you please explain?
I would love to. This part of our show is dedicated to student work and special guests we may have on the show. We love giving students the opportunity to share their work with the Principia community, and it's really fun to hear from interesting characters around campus.
So, for today's episode, we will be showing student work from none other, another glorified director and co-producer, Noah Boutron.
Wow. Noah is a junior with a major in mass communication and has made and starred in a few videos since his start here at Principia. During his first semester of Prin, Noah was tasked with making a video with only 2 pieces of dialogue, and the results are something to see. Let's take a look.
What did you do that for? You must take your chance.
Well, I feel so emotional after that video.
That was probably the most intense thing I've ever seen.
I agree.
In my entire life.
Gosh, the music, the artistic direction.
Just
it's so
the twists and turns. You never knew what was going to happen next. Did you see the twist coming where Noah hits the girlfriend with the ice cream cone?
I was not expecting that. It was like a whole production thing.
It absolutely came out of nowhere. It was honestly M. Night Shyamalan levels of twist at the end of a film.
No,
like it was
beautifully produced.
That was art.
The music.
Yeah.
It was.
I thought I was gonna have like heart palpitations the whole time.
I had
so
heart palpitations the whole time.
Ready to go.
Yeah, it's like watching a Titanic all over again.
It was Titanic-esque.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Yeah.
Did James Cameron direct? Did anyone know? Yeah, he did. I'm hearing that James Cameron did direct. That makes a lot more sense now.
That makes a lot more sense.
As to why it was such a cinematic masterpiece. Well, it was a treat.
Noah and James Cameron. Such a good
dynamic duo. Absolutely. 100%.
Well, thank you, Noah, for letting us see this marvelous piece of art, this video. If you'd like to show your work on PCTV, email Canon Gill or the one and only Noah Boutron. You can also DM us on our Instagram, Principia College PCTV.
Well, you know what my dad always says?
Well, am I supposed to know you like that?
Okay,
I'm sorry, I don't.
It's fine. Well, anyway, he always says, Nate, all good things must come to an end.
You know, maybe you should write a production video with Noah. Something that deep.
I probably should.
Wow.
I've really been dropping gems this entire thing.
I
But
know you really have.
anyway, sadly, our show is coming to an end.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this hopefully very entertaining program.
If you enjoyed watching and want to know more about PCTV, you can head over to our Instagram page and learn all the details.
Or if you don't want to do that, because I know a lot of people might not want to do that, but if you do want to keep watching these, they happen every other week at 12:30.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time, and remember to tune in next time.
And have a great weekend.